Then came the satellite images, small crates being hauled under camouflage nets in the Bekaa Valley. Night after night, infrared footage showed trucks arriving at an obscure site nestled deep in the anti-Lebanon mountains. But this wasn't just another Hezbollah weapons depot. This was different. This was personal. On June 2, 2025, U.S. Central Command received confirmation that the militant group Hezbollah was preparing to launch a wave of kamikaze drones, armed with high-explosive payloads targeting American oil tankers in the eastern Mediterranean. The drones weren't old Iranian copies. These were new, compact, fast, hardened against jamming, and they were being coordinated from a fortified bunker embedded nearly 300 feet beneath solid rock. The threat wasn't theoretical. Intelligence reports suggested a launch window within 10 days. The target? Multiple U.S. flagged tankers scheduled to pass near Cyprus and Crete. A successful strike wouldn't just cripple global supply, it would undermine American credibility across the region. The administration had to make a decision. Fast. By June 4th, a National Security Council meeting was underway in Washington. CIA analysts presented a grim assessment. "We're not just looking at a weapons depot," one officer said. "We're looking at a nerve center, command, control, and drone warfare operations, all buried under a mountain." A retired general at the table said it plainly. "We either collapse that mountain, or Hezbollah collapses our position in the Mediterranean." The stakes were too high for hesitation. But the risks of a ground operation were even higher. Terrain too hostile, no guaranteed exit, and every tunnel rigged with booby traps. A conventional airstrike wouldn't be enough either. The structure was reinforced with layered concrete, insulated by natural stone, and built with Soviet-era designs to absorb blast waves. What America needed was a strike so precise, so silent, and so final that no one inside that fortress would ever walk out again. And it had to be delivered without warning, without escalation, and without a single American boot touching foreign soil. That same night, a single order was given: activate the B-2 Spirit. The mission was named Operation Black Echo, a reference to the way the mountain would fall silent after the strike. No parade of tanks, no speeches, just one bomber, one bomb, one chance. What followed would become a case study in 21st century warfare. The United States would reach into the heart of a mountain, across oceans and borders, and eliminate a threat before it had the chance to launch. Not with headlines, not with fanfare, but with the kind of silence only stealth bombers and bunker busters know how to deliver. And in that silence, the battlefield would change forever. From the sky, it looked like nothing. Just a stretch of gray limestone ridges near the Syrian-Lebanese border, dusted with scrub trees and forgotten by maps. But buried beneath that quiet mountain was one of the most fortified Hezbollah command bunkers ever constructed. Known only by its code name in U.S. intelligence circles, Site 72 Alpha, the compound had been under intermittent surveillance for over a year. But only recently did it come into focus. American satellites revealed subtle terrain shifts, ventilation shafts masked as natural rock, heat signatures at night despite sub-zero temperatures, faint electromagnetic pulses consistent with drone command signals. What lay underneath wasn't primitive, it was engineered. The bunker was built into the spine of the anti-Lebanon range, using Soviet Cold War blueprints combined with Iranian construction funding. Triple reinforced concrete walls, shock-absorbing blast doors, redundant power lines, and 3 separate tunnels carved into the eastern slope, each entrance buried behind sliding steel gates. Inside, analysts estimated, over 30 Hezbollah operatives, including drone specialists, intelligence officers, and elite guards. A full command and control suite capable of coordinating multi-drone swarms. Dozens of Shahed-type drones pre-programmed with GPS kill zones in the Mediterranean. A deep-level munitions chamber protected by 200-plus feet of rock. What made Site 72 Alpha so dangerous wasn't just its contents, but its confidence. Hezbollah believed this fortress was untouchable, hidden from Israeli jets, beyond reach of artillery, hardened against bunker busters. It was their crown jewel, a silent threat beneath the earth, daring anyone to try and touch it. But they miscalculated. Because American war planners weren't just looking at maps, they were modeling terrain depth, testing explosive penetration, mapping airflow through tunnels, feeding satellite data into AI simulations to find structural weak points. By the time the plan was signed off, Site 72 Alpha wasn't a mystery anymore. It was a blueprint waiting to be shattered. This wasn't going to be a warning shot. It was going to be a message. The mountain they trusted would become their tomb. If America had waited, do you think Hezbollah would have struck first? Or did we make the right call hitting them before they could move? Tell us in the comments below and stay with us, because what happened next was unlike anything we've seen in decades. At precisely 2:40